What do we got here today? There you go. What up, Mac? There we go. There we go. The message has gone out there. Mr. Derek, how you doing, brother? Nah, come on, man. Drinking some coffee, carnal. Come on. There we go. It's Friday, people. Talking about Thursday live. Nah, homie. Oh, shit. No. You know what? No, that's because all right, I got you. Happy Friday, homie. Happy Friday. No, that's because it has a Thursday on the thing by default. So when I got to it, it just said let me get this thing back together. Oh, that's funny, dude. Actually, it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's got Thursday. I don't know if the title says Thursday Live. There you go, homeboy. There you go. If the title says Thursday Live, by default it has Thursday Live on that thing. So I just put next to Playboy, homeboy. What's up, Derek Melroy? Good thing you uttered that. Yeah, you know what it is, man. You know what it is. I'm not gonna stoop down to that guy's level. I wouldn't even call him a gentleman. I'm just gonna keep it pushing, but I have to sit there and let him know what time it is, man. Of course he did, brother. Of course he did. But those are the individuals that keep us pretty much as human beings, man, apart, brother. It's a damn shame, brother. It's a damn shame, man. So drinking some, yeah, that's how we do it, carnal. A little bit of coffee. Have me a few cold ones after. Mm. We got your back, Gil. Listen, man. Most people, the subscriber, Cholo, keeping it real. That's right, Cholo. Thank you, brother. Um, unfortunately there's money out of race baiting. There's money out of division. There's more money in that than what I do. I'll tell you that right, man. What I do, there is no money in because nobody wants to be. I'm like I'm the adult in the room telling you, let's have a conversation, homie. Let's sit there. Oh, these guys are screaming on. All right, whatever little beef you got, let's sit out. But most people don't want to sit down and talk. So they'll start insulting you and just start throwing some garbage out there so you won't have those conversations, man. Rascal, that's right, homie. Buenas tardes, carnal. What's up, Milwaukee? Tariq Nasheed did it a 15-year-old back in 99 and pimped her. I don't know. That guy's got so many fake stories, brother. It's not even funny. But, it is what it is, man. Yeah, they don't know how to converse. They want to sit there. It's like, it's almost like some young gang members that don't know why they're fighting, don't know why they're killing each other. Fuck that guy. Oh, how about this guy? Well, fuck that guy. Well, why? Because he's from here. That's it. That's the only reason I hate him. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about his family. I don't know anything about his situation. The only thing, he's from a different neighborhood, so I hate him. And those guys are just pushing. It's sad because it's a white supremacist hustle, man. That's what the white supremacists have been doing to both of us. Straight up. To both of our communities. That's what white supremacists have done to get their numbers, to get their rally up. And then this guy's doing it to the black people, brother. And I'm not going to stoop down and say, all he does is say the worst stereotypes. And come on, man. Nah, we're better than that, carnal. We're much better than that. That's stupid. Yeah. Well, I don't think gangbanging ever was what it was supposed to be, man. I think we were all hustled when it came to that shit, hombre. Let's see. Yeah, they do, Steve. That is a straight white supremacist from the white supremacist game book, man. And it's unfortunate a lot of people just don't see it because I would understand if I'm just sitting here praising and saying this and saying raza this, raza that, if everybody they're all garbage. Whoa, no, man. What makes America as great and beautiful as it is all of us. America would not. There is no such thing as America anywhere else in the world, brother. Everybody, regardless of if you're from a rich country, you're from the poorest country on the planet, they all want to come to America because what's going on in America is something that's really unique to the world, man. It's something that hasn't truly happened anywhere else, anywhere in time. But instead of trying to embrace that to see how our differences have made, it's like this, man. In in Mexican culture, they have this one big pot, right? It's a round. I'm not even sure what it's called. Maybe somebody tell me. It's a round pot like that, and in the middle, it has a little groove in there. That's where you put the little fat, right? You put the pork fat in there. You put chorizo in there, which is pork, the swine, right? You put meat in there. You put little riblets in there. You put all kind of different meats in there. And once it's all said and done, it boils up. You put your jalapenos in there. You just all this stuff is brewing together. Man, that will make the best tasting taco, whatever you want in the world. Why? Because you have those different mixtures and different flavors. But when you get one flavor that says, I'm better than all of you, it's like you're turning into Bobby Brown, homie. You're turning into Bobby Brown and you're breaking up a beautiful band because you just think you're better than everybody else. And at the end, you turn into a straight dope fiend, man. And that's a sad part. But we in America, we're that pot, homie. And together, man, we're making some beautiful stuff going on, man. Apart, the rich are getting richer, brother. And that's just a sad reality, carnal. Mr. Brown Placa, hey, man. Gil, I said before, I respect your thoughts, and I'm glad you responded. I went to see that idiot's video, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Keep up the good work. Yeah, his is just, it's just like a little 13-year-old kid, homeboy. You're this, you're that. All right, brother. All right, keep it pushing, homeboy. What's up, brother? You're doing a great job. Much love and respect. Blessing your family. Always enjoy holidays coming up. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that, man. As a youngster, it was fun, but now when you get older, you get to learn lessons real quick. Absolutely, man. What's up, PJ, man? How you doing, brother? Let's see. What's up, Cholo? Keeping it real? Yep, very true. But the Illuminati wants to depopulate and control us. We need to wake up. I don't know about the Illuminati, homeboy. I think it's more of a left and right situation where they just want to stay rich, man. They want to stay rich. They want to keep us fighting. They don't want to sit here and they want to do this. They want people to keep arguing so we don't come up with solutions, man. Like I said, I'm the big boy in the room that's saying, hey guys, put your big boy pants on. Let's have these conversations. And people who don't want to have conversations, you know what they do? They scream, they disrespect, they say foul stuff. Why? So they can fight. Because they don't want to have this kind of conversation. I mean, they rather sit there and say, why? Because they don't want to have those conversations. It's like a little bratty kid who doesn't have an answer for why he screwed up. So he just he screams and throws a tantrum. But I'm that father sitting there. All right, whenever you're done with that tantrum, little kid, let me know. We can start talking, homeboy. That's the straight up truth, carnal. Chatsworth, homeboy. That's it ain't no knock from Chatsworth, homeboy. Not at all. People got certain things in the wrong way. When I sat there and said, the gentleman's from, not even gentleman, that guy, he's from Chatsworth, right? Because and some of the brothers were like, what are you trying to say? That we should only live in the ghetto in the hood? No. See, that's you getting your emotions and trying to defend this guy because you follow him for whatever reason, right? That is saying that a guy who's talking all that high power shit about black this and we that and white supremacy and these stupid ass spick Latinos and these Mexicans and this and that and talking all that mad shit, and I look it up and I'm like, this dirtbag. That fool lives in Chatsworth, 2% white, 2% black population, is married to a half white girl. I'm like, this fool got the nerve. You know who he reminds me of? You guys remember that? The movie Don't Drink Your Juice while in South Central when the brother he was looking at that black sister. He said, "Oh my queen, how you doing?" The black sister turned around and said, "You talking to me?" He said, "No, I'm talking to her." You had that little nerdy white girl right there. That's that guy, homeboy. Talks a good one, homeboy, but come on, player. Oh man. And that's the only thing I was saying about that. You talking all that about the hood, gangster, and you ain't living in the hood. You ain't living even a nice affluent black communities, which there is many of, brother. But you just talk a good one, carnal. Just glad. Oh, I heard. Oh, did it? The Florida. Thank God, man. I saw that. That was already like twice already, and that sucks, man. That really does. But when those hurricanes hit, who goes and fixes the places, people? People like me, homeboy. Latinos, carnal. And when I say my people, brother, I'm just proud of what we do, brother. But one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna sit here and step on other people's beliefs and rights just to try to make my people feel better, dude. That's what chumps do, dude. That's what pimps do, and that's what hustlers do, people. Straight up. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much, B1. That's all it was. After that, I'm gone, carnal. Dusty Vision, what's going on, brother? Hey, that actual post on the gram today, I got that one off of yours, and I'm pretty sure you know that. That was a good one. Yeah, we gotta have you come back on here pretty soon, Dusty. Hit me up, let me know, or hit up my agent, Sunny Boy, Dusty. You need to come back on, carnal. You need to come back on. Raimundo, Gil, much love and respect. You blessed upcoming. You from the big SD. It's a shout out back. All right, San Diego in the house, man. One big. Okay, when I do that, it goes here. They also said that black someone lives in ghetto. I don't know. I think I already explained that, but okay. Milk and magnesia, homie. There you go, carnal. That's what I'm saying. They talk a good one, homie. They talk a good one. Armando. That was just a taste of everything. I think that fool was talking about the raza who are right wing. And no. See, okay. Let's square this thing away right now. All right. People sit here, not everybody. Certain people, oh man, you're clout chasing. This, that. No. This jackass made a video about me 5 months ago on an Instagram post. I really didn't know. I'm telling you, I don't follow people back. I don't really listen to crap. But then it was Sonny who told me, hey, dude, you gotta watch this video. And that video specifically put a video of me out there and just started talking all kind of stupid stuff, disrespectful stuff. And I can take people saying, oh, you're this, you're that, whatever. If they're just attacking me, whatever, dude. It's part of the gig, right? But when you start going into Latinos and straight using the same white right-wing peckerwood stuff, dude. Anchor babies. You come here and get on welfare. You're taking our jobs. I mean, just more and more garbage that is spewed out of this guy. And that's why I said, no, wait a minute, homie. No. Let me tell my story. Let me see. Because before, this platform wasn't big enough. It wouldn't have made a bleep, homeboy. But what that jackass don't understand, everybody else is making stupid little reaction videos of it. You're spreading my message, dummy. You're spreading my message. People are coming here. Wait a minute, this guy's not racist. This guy's not that. And you'll figure it out. It may take you a little bit. I got a few brothers. Actually, I got a lot of brothers that actually follow me. There's a few that I've had conversations with, and I'd be like, hey, dude, at first when I saw you, I got you all wrong, man. I thought you were, nah, brother. I'm the one growing up in the room, man. Were there a lot of them? There's not. There's a lot of forums that it's either left or right, black or brown. Nah, brother. Am I a brown? Yes. I'm about my people. But does that mean, like I said, I'm gonna step on somebody else's toes or somebody else's neck to get where I want to? Absolutely not, brother. But here we can have those conversations. Other places, they don't want to talk about it, brother. They just don't. All right, one big. Yeah, pretty much, homie. It is it's a flavor from the white supremacy, brother, and it's a damn shame, homie. Where we from? Cholo, keep it up. I used to be from East Side Rivas. That's right. But I grew up of it, and I noticed it was either life in prison or being a man and taking care of my family. I never dropped out. Just moved out of state. Yeah, it's not even dropping out. It's growing up and becoming a man, brother. And that's one thing that we as Rasta have finally started figuring out. Even the brothers, man. That's why a lot of LA, the gang scene, there's not that many murders anymore. That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. You'll have other areas and young people. Look at you guys. You ain't killing. Nah, homie. We set the trend for gangs, all right? In the United States, we as people in California set the trends for gangs. And I'm not saying I'm not against it. We in California set the trend for gangs, man. We We were the ones that got it popping, and everybody just followed suit and started doing the same thing. And they started fighting one another, killing one another because they were from one block or one county or one city or whatever it was apart. And they started killing one another, brother, because of what we were doing. Well, now we've kind of slowed that down quite a bit. Still too many murders, yes. But we slowed that down. And some other young people say, you guys ain't about that. Nah. You're going to be there. The problem is that it's going to take you, just like it took you a few years to ramp up your gang lifestyle, doing what we're doing. It's going to take you a few years to catch up to us and be like, wait a minute, man, these fools are making money. These fools are opening up businesses. These fools are owning property, brother. That's the game, homie. The game is stepping it up, owning property, businesses, actual something that's making wealth for our people and our community, man. Sitting there and fighting and killing each other for the block that you just plain and simply don't own. It's about the dumbest thing in the world, but we for generations thought that was the right thing to do, brother. And that's both brown and black. And that was a waste of breath, a waste of life. And we continue to do that. Here, at least we're stopping it. Me, I'm calling it out, brother. And the difference is, some people don't know, I still live in my hood. People be like, hey, why do you always say that? Because I'm proud of that. I'm proud to be able to say that I went through that whole gang lifestyle, pulled my head out of my ass, started working, did what I had to do, and are living the American dream. It doesn't look like I'm starving. I mean, the cachetones are going because of COVID, homie. It don't look like I'm starving. It don't look like I live in the ghetto or the hood. I go about half a mile over there. I'm in Dope City, homie. But the ghetto is right here, people. Don't let some other fool hustle you, carnal. What you got, man? Oh, man, I'm just glad it's Friday. It's been a nice long week. But it's going on, man. It's going on, boy. Yeah, the Lakers are playing. The Lakers are playing. They're playing at 6 o'clock. To be completely honest with you, I haven't watched one game, man. I am going to watch this game, and I am hopefully going to say I'm definitely going to root for them. Hope they win. When I watch sports, I don't want to watch politics, brother. When I want to watch politics, I will turn into a politic channel. Straight up, right? And some people sit there and say, no, you got to understand, people. Not everybody thinks the way you do. You can't sit here and put somebody else's morals and values into them or their way of thought from one day to the next. Maybe the next generation will think that. I'm a little bit older. I don't like politics in my sports. I'm sorry, I do not. So what my choice was, I'm not gonna watch it. This one I'm gonna watch because it's hopefully the final game and we win, brother. But in reality, the NBA I already saw next year is gonna take a lot of this stuff off, and it doesn't mean I don't care about you. That's the thing. People get offended too quick, and they shouldn't get offended, brother. With me, I'm telling you the truth as I see it, brother. Straight up, I'm telling you the truth as I see it. And one thing with me, you ask me a question, I will tell you no lie. I may hurt your feelings, but at least I'm telling you the truth, brother. And that's the truth. Derek Melroy, your platform is dope. Keep it up. I appreciate you, my man. The world is a ghetto, homeboy. Which one is better? The world is a ghetto, Too Short, or the world is a ghetto, Rick James, homeboy? To me, it depends. What time of the day it is, or how many drinks I guess I had at the party. One of the two. B1 saw the Alex Alonso video. Good stuff. It's good to see people talk without getting pissed off. Warning, wanting to fight. Oh no, man. Me and Alonso talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about a lot of the shootings that happened between the brothers, and I have a difference of opinion of Alonso. Straight up. If you guys really watch my channel, you know that. I have a difference of opinion, and he has his opinion. But as men, we can sit here and talk about it, brother. That's what men do. What do you think these big politicians do? Whether you hate them, love them, these politicians go out there and negotiate deals with other men of countries that in reality, if there were some childish ass kids, they would be at war fighting one another. But they figured out there's no money, there's no prosperity in fighting and killing one another. If you got some fool telling you to fight this and do that, because he's a fool, homeboy. I fought my wars in the 90s, homeboy. Guess what? I didn't get anything out of it, brother. What we need to do is have conversations that we've never had before. And that's what we do here, man. Anybody who's been here knows that, homie. We have conversations that people just don't want to have because they're too scared to have it. Because they're going to get into their feelings. And here, nah. When we're here at the table, we have real grown full conversation, carnal. And some people, they just can't handle it. What's up, Southsider? David Lopez Sr. I'm a veterano now, homie. I'm a homeowner. Now I can truly say this is my hood. I'll be damned if I write on my walls or let anyone else do it. There you go. And that's what we do. We go from making it to our hood into like we go from young people as far as this is my hood. I'm killing and fighting for it to finally realizing, wait a minute, this is my hood, but this is my neighborhood, and I want this place to be a good place to live because I have family that lives here. I have kids I care about. I have grandkids I care about. I have in-laws I care about. I got a wife I care about. I got neighbors I care about. Does that make me a whitewash? Does that make me a Mexican? No, man. That makes me a man, homie. That makes me a man who cares about his people and the people around him. And if that makes me a Mexican or a seller, by all means, brother, I'll wear it with pride, homie. And Ray, it says Thursday live because it's default, homie. It's default. Winston Wolf. Let me see. Does the Raza have Nazi origins? No, brother, not at all, man. I've seen something going around with that, and that was a paper that a guy running for politics in the I think during the 30s or 40s. That's what you're talking about. Was trying to kind of push that agenda, and he obviously never got voted in, brother. And all of a sudden, it's Nazi property or something. Nah, but don't believe the hype, homeboy. Don't believe the hype, man. P Nasty, when you posting the Alex interview, I'm going to release I'm going to release a bunch of them the whole week. Probably some tomorrow, some the next day. The members already got the full interview, right? Thank you, members. I appreciate you guys, man. The members got the full interview. You guys, I'm gonna drop it into 5-minute splits. But what I'm also going to start doing, I keep saying that, but I'm going. This next week, I'm going to start uploading the podcast straight to podcast full thing, not without the video. I got it on Spotify already. Actually, Alex, and I wrote it down. Thanks, Alex Alonso. Alex told me a certain place where I can do it, and I can just upload them, and they'll send them to all the stuff. It's just, I'm busy, brother. I'm working. I would love to sit here and do this for a living, but I can't because I'm working. And I got a family to feed, brother. But eventually, it'll get to you guys, man. Simply marvelous, huh, boy? Alonzo Cool Peeps, he came to East LA, did a good interview, stay connected with him, homie. Oh, I saw that, man. I saw that with the homie from Maravilla, carnal. I got a group of views. Haven't seen it? Go to Alex Alonso. He's got a homie from Maravilla in there. Hey, I appreciate it, marvelous, man. That'll be my my drink of the day. That's what's up, brother. The world is a ghetto. So what's wrong with having something? I don't know what you're talking about. The vato is mental. Yeah, he is, brother. He is, brother. I'm gonna watch you, carnal. Keep it up from East Hollywood, Santa Monica, and Western. That's what's going on. That's only skipping a hop away from me, man. And the good thing is you're working. Was it in the 20s, Winston? There you go. That's the one, homie. Yeah. Don't believe the hype, homeboy. Don't believe the hype. Well, the woke crowd aren't even tried going after La Raza. No, we're not flashy enough, homeboy. But I did a nice Instagram live right now. And the thing that it is, man, a lot of times when it comes to like me right now, you won't really see that many me's out there, dude. You won't really see that many Latinos out there speaking for us because we think that somebody else is gonna do a better job for us. We're afraid. When I say we, I don't really mean me because I'm not. We're afraid of saying things that may offend people. We're afraid that people may see us in a different light. We're afraid a lot of times. A lot of Latinos are very humble people that just go to work and do their thing. But what I've realized, I got a fire in my belly, man. I got a fire in my belly for my people, man. I got a fire in my belly for just us as Americans in the United States, man. And the hustle that the government's been doing, the money they make on us, the money that's made on division, brother. Don't pick Democrat, don't pick Republican, man. That's like picking a gang. That's the straight up truth, man. That's like picking a gang. You can say whatever you want because what happens, and you can look at all these channels, man. When somebody picks a certain side, they're blind to the other side. And I see it all the time. And I watch a lot of them. I watch a lot of left guys. I watch a lot of right guys. And I sit there and I'm like, brother, but how about this? And they don't want to bring it up because they're blind to the facts, man. It's a hood. It's like, hey, fool, you from the gang? Whatever the gang does, because I've been from a gang. All right, the hood can't do no wrong, brother. And that's what most of these people are, and they're doing a disservice to us as a whole. Straight up, there is more than just black and white, left or right. There's a gray middle that we can actually discuss stuff, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to discuss stuff like men, not like little boys, homeboy. That's what we're trying to do, carnal. San Pedro, hold this channel down. That's what's up, homeboy. Harbor in the house. Big West Side, where is the black and brown war at? I live in LA. That black and brown war is still going on in certain places, but much smaller than it was, thank God. You got two of the biggest rival gangs in Los Angeles, East Coast Crip, Florencia, at peace, homie. At peace. What does that tell you? We're tired of fighting, man. I don't look at a man and say, oh, look at that black. No, I look at a man, homeboy. That's a man, whether he's black, white, brown, yellow. Don't I look at, before anything else, you're a man, homie. That brown and black war, that was something that was spewed out of the 90s, came out of prison, and really, it was at nobody's control. It was what it was, man. And people who talk about it don't really know about it, brother. Because if you really know about why those wars started, how they became as aggressive, as bad as they were, you know that it was a gang thing, brother. People will sit there, oh, it's a racial. You've obviously never been to jail, man. You've obviously never been to jail. Hopefully you don't go to jail. But hopefully our future kids don't go to jail, have to go through those wars. I don't want my kids to go fight and kill for my neighborhood. It's a waste of time, man. I don't want your kids to go out there and fight and kill the neighborhood. I don't care if you're brown or black, man. The better each one of our communities does, the better it is for both of us. Because we both live in most brown communities, there's black people. In most black communities, there's brown people. The better we do, the better both of our sides do, man. But the sad part is sometimes people want to sit there and have us fight one another. Why? Because there's money in division, man. There's no money when you're a one-trick pony and you have to sit there and actually come up with solutions. It's almost like a bad movie, and the leader of the town is just saying, those are enemies, fight them. And finally somebody stands up and say, hey, why are we really fighting these guys? They're kind of in the same boat as us. Because they're the enemy. They're the enemy. Give me money, I'll take care of you. It's bullshit, homie. I'm not sure any of you are not mine, homie. And that goes to a brown man and to a black man, homie. That even goes to a white man. I'm not your enemy. But the ones who do, we need to bang on, the guys who are super rich. Those politicians that keep us fighting. Those race hustlers that keep us fighting. Straight up, man. So we got, homeboy. Agree. What, Tony Santiago, what's your view on the whole Armenia thing? Shout out to my Armenian brothers, man. I'm actually gonna either do a phone call conversation with somebody I consider my friend. Did a lot of work with. She actually reached out to me. Susanna, shout out to you. And I told her, she sent me a post about it. And I said, hey, dude, you want to use the platform to say what's going on? And for people who don't know, Armenia and dude, I don't even want to destroy the other name. Azerbaijan. I'm sorry, I'm chopping it up. They actually had a little fight in a war in the 90s, right? There was a section, like a peninsula, that is pretty much settled by Armenian people. In the early 90s, after that, countries came together and said, man, we need to stop this war. That area that was controlled by Armenian people is still under their jurisdiction, quote unquote, right? But they pretty much let them have it. Fast forward all these years, and they're beefing for it. Word on the street is that it's because you got a lot of oil pipelines. You got a lot of places where you have to. It could be a super highway towards Russia and towards other areas. And Armenia is in between that country and Turkey, which hates them. So all of a sudden, these other guys started pressing up on Armenia for the land. They've been there for all these years already, brother. I mean, straight up, they've been there for all these years. It's like you as a people being there for all these years, And now they're telling you, hey, dude, you got to give it up. You got to get out. And they're fighting. And they don't have as much backup. They really don't have much backup at all, man. And a lot of Armenian people, especially innocent people, are getting murdered, man. Are getting murdered because of greedy people that want to sit there and politicalize this instead of sitting there and having conversations. They're killing millions of people, man. It's all over greed, man. And I myself, I stand with the Armenians in this, man. I think we need to make some awareness of what's going on. We need to make sure that they get help. That when I do the video, I'll put a link in there, you know. And if it ain't your thing, it ain't your thing, brother. But me, listen, man. If I see something that's unjust, that could be our people, man. But only thing I'm asking in return is when eventually it's our turn that they step up for us, man. But I think we need to sit there and actually support it and try to help them and try to bring awareness to anybody got a platform. Anyway, yeah, dude, that's what it is. It's pretty much they've been sitting there. They've been there since 1991 is when they settled everything out, and now all of a sudden this other country wants that land back. Nah, these people have houses there. They're living there. It's like just going to a place and saying all of a sudden this is mine. Nah, brother. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing, people. So that's my take on it, carnal. Mm. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, Lugosi. I hear you, brother. But I think that's a small minority, or I hope. We'll see what it is, homie. Depending on your morals and beliefs, that's when you will know who to vote for. I voted independent, homie. All right, so who you voting for? I said I'm voting independent. Who's independent? I said I don't care. It could be Ronald McDonald. The two guys running are clowns anyway, so I'll vote for Ronald McDonald, carnal. I got no problem with that. Be leaders, brother. That's what I'm talking about. I need one of those tank tops, homie. Hit me up, carnal. I got you, Playboy. I got you. Glenn Henry. Yep, that's true. I work with a bunch of homies that are black. Some act a little extra, but that's them. And at the end of the day, we both care about the same thing and have a lot more in common than we think, homie. There you go, Mr. Glenn Henry. Yeah, some act a little extra, but there's some homies that just got a little more than us. But it is, brother. It is. And anybody who's spewing that hate, that division, like I said, is because they have no solutions, brother. When somebody doesn't have any solutions, that's what they do. Keep you fighting, homie. They keep you fighting, man. What's going on with Armenia can spark into another world war. I really doubt that, believe it or not, because unfortunately, it'll be to a place where some people just don't care, man. It could be like another Syria, straight up. It could be like another Syria, and many big countries just don't care. Out here in Los Angeles, I think we have the biggest Armenian community, and they're trying to make noise. They're trying to bring awareness to it, and it's good. It's good they are, man, because the rest of the country there's not that many, man, and hopefully they do bring awareness to it, and hopefully they can bring some peace and settlement to it. Because I mean, come on, man, you got a bunch of kids dying, you got a bunch of older people dying, you got a bunch of innocent people that shouldn't be getting killed because of what it comes down to is rich, greedy people. That's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of people who are rich and greedy, and that's usually what happens in wars. When you go to war, it's not the guys who start the wars that die. It's the poor, man. It's the poor people who are in the army because they don't have jobs in some of their towns. They don't have money. They don't have any outlets. So what do? A lot of them they join the service, man. Some people join the service just because they want to serve their country, but a lot of people also join the service because there's nothing else out there, man. And I saw it firsthand when I don't know if you guys saw when I posted that picture of me and the taking a flick with the guys from the Navy and the Air Force. I went and took a course in the Navy in 1999. I was busted still. Um, they came and approached me. The people were at YA and said, "Hey, first I thought I was a manipulating guy and all that, but then after that they actually saw, wait a minute, this guy thinks a little bit different, but he's not manipulating. He's just telling you like it is." And I've been doing that for a long time. So they asked me, they said, "Hey, would you be willing to go to Port Hueneme Air Force Base and do this class in the Air Force for mechanics? You'll be in there with the Navy and the guys from the Air Force." I said, "Yeah, why not?" They said, well, the only thing is that we would have to push your parole date off a few months. I said, all right, no problem. I said, what are they trying to do? It's like, well, what they're trying to do is almost like a little guinea pig experiment. They're trying to see how somebody from jail can do in an environment that's in there. And at the same time, they had a lot of childish guys in the Navy and the Air Force, and they were young guys, man, and a lot of them were very childish. And they're trying to see if they can have a guy that's in jail go in there and kind of have them appreciate a little bit more of what they got. And sure enough, I went, man. I went there. It was I believe it was a 6 week course. I actually scored highest out of all of them. I scored highest out of the Air Force, highest out of the Navy. They even gave me a plaque, and it was a great experience. I was there with white guys from Bama, Mississippi, brothers from Georgia, and I'm talking about most of these guys were country guys, man. A brother from Kenya, people from all over the world, brother, and that actually did help me open my eyes, and that's why you guys saw me in that. In that in that picture with the guys from the Navy, people say, "American Cholo, you're a cop, you're a Fed." I went, I did a course in the Navy, and I learned a lot, man. And that's why I speak the way I do. I've seen a lot of different things that a lot of people just haven't. People a lot of times are like the horses like this. They just want to see one way, and they're scared to look to the side, scared to this way. And the one thing they're more scared of anything is to look back and help, man. And that's the sad thing. We have all at one point or another been down and out, needed some help, needed a little bit of guidance, just needed, hey man, how you doing, man? And that's what we need to do to one another. We don't need to spew all that hate. We need to talk all that garbage. We don't need that for the views and the subscribers, homie. We really don't. We already got enough of that junk in the world as it is, man. There's already enough garbage in the world going around. We need to, as a whole, try to make better lives for our families, for our neighbors, for everybody, brother. If I get into preaching on you guys, man. But it's the truth, brother. Oh, Kareem Abdul. All right. What does it mean when he said blacks are a little extra? Come on, Kareem, brother. He's talking about let's say the brother comes in, little dancing, little loud sometimes, little flashy. Come on, brother, and that's no disrespect. It is what it is. Or let's say you don't get your break. Come on, man, you know what it is, man. And we all have that. We have that too. And that's, I'm not saying you're saying it's disrespectful. That's all it is, brother. That's what you mean by a little extra, homeboy. We all got those. Some just got more than others, and that's no disrespectful thing. American Cholo is headed to the top. I think we're all headed to the top right now. Wolf Larry, yeah, laugh out loud. You got a lot of hate for the Navy picture. Yeah, they say American Cholo's a cop, homeboy. That's what it was. But I was in jail and I went into a Navy program, brother. And you know what? It was a definitely good program, man. What's up, John? What's up, Gil? Hopefully everything is going well. Glad you got the new computer up and running. Be safe, brother. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I was crashing too much, homeboy. I was crashing too much, man. I was in Fridsy this time, 99, got out and did good. That's what we do, homeboy. Patao Chiquito, well spoken. That's what's up. What's up, Born Supreme, man? Speaking of rich and greedy, it's no surprise that Trump recovered so quick, considering he had the best round-the-clock medical care. A clear example of the disparity of healthcare. I'm glad you brought that up, brother. Yeah, he had the best healthcare anybody can buy, brother. And that's the Republican plan, people. You got money, you got healthcare. The other plan, now give that one to Obama. Great plan, man. We have enough money in this country to get people free healthcare, man. Straight up, or pay into it. And they will say, no. But their healthcare plan is if you got money, you got healthcare. Could you imagine if you're a regular person, get the COVID, you're out of work for 2-3 weeks, you got all these hospital bills. What are you gonna do, man? You're going bankrupt, brother. You're going bankrupt. No, we need to do something. It's unfortunate, but that is the system we live in. But that's why we keep voting the same thing or not. Kareem Abdul, have you ever felt you was racist against black at once? I don't think I was racist against blacks. No, actually, I know for a fact I was never racist against black. I was racist against black gang members. But at the same time that I was racist against black gang members, I was also racist against brown gang members. If that makes any sense to you. My area is Latino Chicano. And I made a video. Yeah, I was a racist, but I was a racist against my own kind. I would look at my own kind, and I would try to kill my own kind, brother. There's really no black gangs where I'm at. So the majority, or not, all the gang banging I did was against my own, brother. And the ones that I would say racist against would be Bloods or Crips. I was in jail, brother. But when I came out of jail, I wasn't looking at a black man walking on the street and saying, "Fuck that guy." Prison guys, they would, dude. Some would. But at the same time, those prison guys that would sit there and look at black people racially, prison black guys would do the same thing, brother. That's a prison thing. But people think that just because it's in prison that we're like, nah, not at all, brother. Not at all. I hope that answered your question, man. The loudest one in the room is usually the weakest in the room, homie. What do you say? They're all gangsters until a real one walks in, homie. Mike Will, love from Marrovia. What's up, Marrovia? How we doing, brother? Nobody recovers from COVID in 3 days. Nah, he's the super presidente, homeboy. Real Street TV, cool shirt, girl. Hey, hit me up, and I'll get you one, man. Let's see, Glenn Henry. Yep, coming to the job, playing music, too damn loud, or shooting dice while the boss. No, they're not shooting dice while the boss is playing. Talk about it's all good. Makes it different and keep the job place fresh. He said, his safety talks, but it's all good. That's what makes him different and keep the job place fresh. Yeah, dude, my brother-in-law, one of his biggest buddies, and he follows me. You'll see him here. I don't know if he's a Tariq guy because I haven't seen him in a minute now. He's an American Negro on my channel and Instagram. That's my cuñado's boy, man. That's my brother-in-law's boy. My brother-in-law's old ass Chicano. Who people say, oh, that's a racist guy. Nah, homie, those fools hit it off. They go out and eat lunch. They go out there and have a good time. If one of them takes off early out of work, the other one says, man, I don't want to be here. I'm gone. They're boys like that, homie. Come on. We know that. One of my best homies when I first started working in construction when I was young was my boy Willie from Compton, man. Willie was a sacking guy. He's the guy that when you do concrete work and something's wrong, he comes in there, sacks it, makes it look like glass. Or when that's what they want, they go in there, I want a certain kind of plaster, certain kind of the sacking guy. That was my boy Willie from Compton, man. He was all into boxing, and so was I. We would have the greatest conversations, and we would also have great conversations about race, brother. Because I think Willie was much older than me at the time, so that would make Willie right now. True. Willie would be about 65 right about now. 65 easily. I lost contact after I left that job many years ago. But yeah, it has nothing to do with that. People they want to make a division, brother, and just don't fall into that, man. Just don't fall into that, man. That's my best advice on that, homie. Homie, I'm looking to it. We can be racist to our own. I had the homie that I saw beneath me because they were paisas. Yeah, that's not racist. That's okay. Let me address that, Mr. Oguero. Mr. Oguero is saying that that's not racist. That's prejudice. Well, when I got a gun to your head, I got a gun to your chest plate. Nobody gives a shit. Oh well, he's killing me because he's prejudiced, or he's killing me because he's racist. Those are just a play on words, brother. When I hear prejudice, when I hear racist, that means I hate somebody else. I don't care what definition if you want to go that way, the white book tells you, the white dictionary tells you, racist means this, homie. Racist means I don't like you for your color. I don't like you for the street you're on. I don't like you for the county you're in. I don't like you for what part of California you're in. That's racist. That could be like me saying, at one point or another, I was racist against Norteños. You could say, oh, that's not racist. That's prejudice. Like I said, when you got that strap to the chest, that strap to the head, all that racist and prejudice shit don't mean nothing, homie. So please miss me with that argument. I hear that. That's a play. That's arguing semantics, I'm not arguing semantics, homie. Mr. Kareem Abdul, you ever thought all this going on between blacks and Hispanic is filed or filled by racist whites to keep the vision going because they know black and brown together is powerful? I would say, as far as politically, yes. Somewhere way on the top, they're not doing this, but yeah, there is a fear of us coming together and being as powerful as we are And that's why you seen so many deaths and murder in the 60s, man. They were scared, and that was the brothers who were right there. We were right there behind them, brother. And that's the thing. They'll start arguing and fighting. But as far as okay, and I see a lot of black conservative channels, and I'm like, dude, these guys, they mean well, and even fucking Tariq, I would say, probably means well to his people, brother. And a lot of these people mean well to their people, but they're so blind in the hate, they're so blind in their own bias that they join this certain gang. Like I said, whether it's a Republican Party, Democratic Party, Afrocentric Party, whatever, you go into this gang mentality and you get so many followers. That's why you start getting all these followers, because a lot of people, a lot of most people aren't leaders. Let's just be straight up. Most people aren't leaders. Most people are willing to go to the fight in the war, but they need somebody to tell them, come on, let's go fight in war. And all these guys who have certain followers, certain platforms, they're having all these people go to fight in war for them. But it's a fight that you're not going to progress with it, brother. The fight, if we could all come together, oh my God, brother. Oh my God. Right now, Mr. Abdul, are trying to at least unify my people, maybe if not the rest of the country. California, man. California, raza, we are 49% of the population, homie. 49% of the population. We should be out there putting all this work. We should be running this thing, man. But we're not. When we eventually get to it, we're not gonna run it as we're just Latinos. No, man, we're gonna run it as human beings, brother. But we're gonna have compassion for our people and everybody else. People will sit there and say they want for their people, but screw everybody else. That'll tell you where they're at, homie. That's a straight playbook of the white supremacy, carnal. That's exactly what that is, man. What if you don't speak Spanish and you're Mexican? I get shit all the time for not knowing any Spanish. That's what they do. I mean, they hate. But we, my friend, are Cali Max. Cali Max. And people say, what is Cali Max, Gil? Central American Latino Indigenous. That's Cali, right? Central American Latino Indigenous. Mac. Mexican American Chicanos, homeboy. We need to all go under that. We need to be in Cali Max. Because like you say, they hate on you because you don't speak Spanish. Well, Mexicans will hate on Salvadoreños. Salvadoreños will hate on Mexicans. Salvadoreños will hate on Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. And they just goes into a big old pecking frenzy, brother. But again, that's what they want, man. They want division, homie. If you're in power, right? Let's say it is some crazy white supremacist guy running the country, which I'm not gonna go through all that conspiracy stuff. But if you're in power and you're looking down on the yard, right? You're looking at your yard. You know, you're in the big Roman Empire, right? You're looking down at the yard. And you're like, man, dude, especially in California, there's not that many white people out here anymore. What do we got in California? What do we got? Dude, half of the yard's Latino. And they got a little small who are those guys? Those are the Cali Max. There's only like 10 of them. There's 300 Latinos. Shit, dude, are they going to take over? No, man, they're too busy fighting each other. They're too busy fighting over, he don't speak Spanish. This guy looks white. This guy looks black. This guy's too fat. This guy's too tall. This guy's from this county. They're sitting there hoping that you fight one another. They're sitting here knowing you're going to continue to fight one another, brother. That's the game plan. If we stop fighting one another, it's our yard, homie. It's our yard. The minute we stop fighting one another, we take the keys and take control. They know that. We know that, but we continue to do the same old thing over and over again. We continue to fight over the smallest, pettiest things, brother. And we need to stop fighting. Instead of finding reasons of why we should fight, we should find reasons, how can we use each other to get our message ahead? I'm just saying, brother. What's up, Nunez? Keep grinding to the top, homie. Cali Mac. That's what's up, Adrian. Thank you, brother. Yeah, his agenda, homie. You saw how charged everyone got on the comments to the Reek video. If we would have focused that on the right thing. Hey, brother. One thing with that, I got the conversation going. There is no forum, unless you guys can name it, that you have so many brothers and Latinos actually interacting and talking, even before Tariq stuff. We were already there. We had a video with Taco from Payback Crib, Hoover from, what's the name from Hoover? Twin from Hoover, and me and Sonny and him. We had these conversations already. You ain't never, brother, we've been trying to get the conversation going. We're trying to converse between one another, brother. Because if we're not talking, we're shooting and killing one another. And who wins there? The prison system, probation, parole, the cops, the judges, the DAs. We're back into the system. If we're fighting one another, we're feeding their system. If we're not going to prison and jail, you know what's going on? There's more money left out here for our communities, brother. And that's the minority community. That's the brown community. That's the black community. But we keep falling into the same old garbage fight, dude. And it's frustrating, but hey, I got time. Hopefully somebody will listen, brother. Glenn Henry, yup, black and brown team up. Damn, we would be killing it. Oh, man. They love tacos and I love rap music. Well, there you go, oh boy. Cali Mac in the house, carnal. Kareem Abdul, well, I'm black and I love Hispanic people. My in-laws are Mexicans and I listen to Mexican music all the time. I've seen a video of you denouncing Latinos for supporting black music and culture. Why? No. That was, get my last little copy. That was a video that if you listen to the whole thing and don't take it out of what's the word, context, it'll make sense to you. After I did that video, I had a brother hit me up, Nate619. Hey, dude, I didn't know. I'm sorry. He made a video right away because he knew what I was getting at. Sorry, I was drinking coffee. The video I made, Kareem, that I was saying don't support those MFs and I was pissed off was after Latino vendors were getting assaulted out here in Southern California. It was like 4 in 2 weeks, brother. It was just back to back. And the sad part was, and people sit there and say, "Yeah, well, you guys do the same." Yeah, we do, but we don't blatantly post it on Instagram to make fun of it. In other words, disrespecting the whole clan. That's what these young guys were doing. These young African American guys were doing, right? So what I did, I sat there and was upset, and I sat there and called out my people and said, "Latinos don't speak about it." I said, "We're all these motherfuckers." And when I was saying all these, I'm talking about the guys out here in Southern California, the YGs, the Snoop Dogs, the guys who are embedded in the community that supposedly are always talking brown and black, and they were nowhere to be seen. And I was also talking to other YouTubers that I speak to myself that are brothers that weren't out there talking. And I got a few phone calls. "Hey, Gil, what's up, man? I'm not about that." I said, "No, brother, if you got a certain platform, you should speak about it." That would be like me seeing some Latinos assaulting, let's say old lady out in South Central selling bean pies, and I see it not once, not twice, not 3, not 4 times. Guess what? I'm gonna say something, brother. If it's happening in Southern California, in my area, I'm gonna say something. So when I said about them rap, no, I was talking about hit their pocketbook out here in Southern California. Because the thing is, we do support, brother. We support money. People say, "No, brother, we support." If you're in Southern California, we support, brother. We are intertwined with the black community, especially our youngsters. Come on, man. We're intertwined. They're like this, homie. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. The reason I say it's a bad thing, my youth, they're losing their culture, brother. And I know people say, "Oh, well, what? They're going to that route." No, you're okay with it. I'm not saying you yourself. A lot of brothers are okay with it because they are emulating the black culture. But then you get guys like Tariq, "Oh, well, they're stealing. Look what they're doing." It's like you can't win, man. You can't win. To me, it's okay to dress a certain way, be a certain way. Latinos shouldn't be saying the N-word. I found this out myself in the last 5-6 months. Before that, I thought, it's all right. Me, I'm being an older guy. But it's just certain things that with age and wisdom, I guess, comes, and I'm trying to push that in there. But when I said that, that's what I was talking about, brother. I was talking about where the YG, where's this? But then that's the good thing that came out of that was it brought light to our issue. Believe it or not, it did. That video actually got 25,000. Listen to this, Kareem. That video got 25,000 views in one day. I took it down. I put it back up, but I took it down. It was gonna go viral. It really was. I'm sure it was gonna go viral. 25. I took it down because you know what? It got the conversation going. It got people to get back at me, and it did what it was supposed to do. But I didn't want to just sit there and go at it, and people will take it out of context. Look at this guy saying those man. Nah, brother. Nah, man. 4 people, a lady, older. These are older Latinos, most likely illegals that were just getting slapped around and beat down by young African American kids, man. And I made a video before that. If you saw it, if you look through my video about the elote lady, that was the first attack, right? It was the elote lady. She got attacked, and the kids they're there, they're filming. And you know what I did on that video? I called out my people on that video. Before I called out your people, I called out my people. And I said, yeah, it's easy to sit there. But what do we do to our people? How many times have we done that to our people? And I use that opportunity not to sit there and bash African Americans. I use the opportunity to actually call out us for our shortcomings. But then it kept coming. In other words, those young kids weren't getting the message. And after that video I made, guess what, brother? It got squashed. That guy Jap Hoover ended up getting down with them. The other guys got socked up. It got something going. It got awareness to our issues, and that's what I'm trying to do because, Kareem, there's no outlet for our issues. Nobody talks about our stuff, brother. Everybody's waiting for somebody else to, and everybody's saying, why don't you guys do it? That's what I'm doing, man. I'm speaking about our issues, and I'm bringing awareness to our issues, brother. And that's all that is, man. Hopefully that answers your thing, brother. Kelly Mack, Tony, that's what's up. What's up, Daniel K? I wouldn't go that far, homie, saying it wouldn't be the Raza's yard. Sounds like a dream to me. Hey, homie, sounds like a dream to you, but it could happen, man. It could happen. Why not? We're 49% of the population, brother. Why not? You tell me why not? Just because you think you can't get along with somebody? That's why you fall under Cali Mac, homie. You don't have to be that certain person, but you just have to be for that certain ideology, which is better school for our kids, better communities, higher wages for us, bring the wealth from the rich. If we can't do it in the rest of the country, we'll do it in California. Stop taxing. We don't need to tax no more, man. But there is a lot of money out there that could come this way, brother. And unless we try it, it ain't going to happen, right? We can either say, I don't think it's going to happen, right? Well, if you say, if you're a young guy, damn, I want to date this chick. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's pretty. And your homie says, ain't going to happen. And you just say, all right, not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But if you sit there and actually say, you know what? Let me go try to say hi. If you don't go and say hi and actually make that attempt, it's not going to happen. You might get lucky, homie. Who knows, carnal? Yeah, they do have big egos, so much pride. That's all right, homie. I think Tony Santiago, I get into deep conversations with black fools. I think we all do, brother. I get DMs from all the time. I speak to people in the comment section. That's the way we get ahead, homie. I told you, screaming, nah, that's Trump stuff, homie. But the one thing, I'll go back to that, Kareem, because Derek Snoop is a straight phony. I don't know about that, but that's when I got a phone call from a homie that said that that twin from Hoover and Taco from Payback, Ardina, wanted to see if we could have a conversation and pretty much address that, and we did. If you look at my old video, it's probably like 6 months ago. They came out here in North Hollywood. We sat across one another and had that conversation, brother. And what they made aware to me was like, Gil, we're out here trying to do something, but it's hard. He's like, you speak of those rapper guys that you said, don't fall. He's like, they don't help us either. And I was not aware of that. As a brown man, I was not aware of that. Taco made me aware of that they have the same issues with the same rappers. Like, yeah, he's like, when times are good and everything's going well, they'll show up, they'll give stuff away. But when times are bad and we really need them to speak up to kind of diffuse stuff, they're nowhere. And that's the thing. But that's even with brown people, like rappers or okay, with us, it's our entertainers. With our brown entertainers, they're afraid, brother. They're so afraid to speak up against anything that might jeopardize their money, and that could be because maybe we're not as strong in the industry. But to me, if I see an injustice at work, that's even if it's gonna get me fired, if I see somebody speaking the wrong way to one of my people, I'm gonna step in, brother. And anybody knows me knows damn well. One thing with me, my problem is I don't know when to shut this. As far as when somebody's disrespecting me or disrespecting somebody I know, I'm not gonna shut it down, homie. Because once you shut your mouth when somebody disrespects you, and I mean talking about this, they're gonna do it again because they're gonna think you're a chump, homie. They're gonna think, that guy ain't gonna say anything. But I'm not that guy, brother. I'm gonna say something, man. I'm gonna try to keep it as respectful as I can, but I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna poke, homie. And I'm gonna poke because that way you feel what you're doing. Big West Side, what about the firebomb? What about it, brother? What about it? You, not you, or you might be you. You guys bring this stuff up like it happened last week, like it's happening every month, brother. What about it? There's many murders that you don't hear about that I'm not even gonna bring up That's the same thing. You got 15-year-old kids, you got 14-year-old. It's the same thing on this side. You just don't hear about it, brother. And those guys got taken care of. It's something that it's like if my co-host, I don't know if you know, Big West Side, my co-host is from a rival gang of mine. My co-host and I, back in the days, would not get along for shit. If I were to take that mentality, I could sit there, him and I go back and forth. Hey, how about the homie shot? Hey, how about the homie that got hurt? How about we're back to fighting, brother? It is what it is, brother. We need to look at the past to make sure we don't make those mistakes, but to get stuck up and dwell on, well, how about this? People will sit there and keep pushing that because they want you to keep fighting. Guys from East Coast Crib in Florencia, the biggest and one of the toughest rivalries among black and brown gangs, they made peace, man. What if how many murders do you think those guys have between them? Many murders. What if they just keep going with that? What happens? You're back to brown killing black and black killing brown, brother. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of breath. Excuse me real quick. So that's what it is, brother. So I wouldn't get too stuck on that. I think I already said that. Native lives matter. There you go. All lives matter, brother. All lives matter. All right, Big West Side. I think I did it, homie. Turn the fire off. You'll be all right, homie. I'm prejudiced towards ignorant people from all races. Black. Yeah, I'm in the same book. I'm in the same book. Yeah, him and Jenny Rao. I don't know about that, man. Let's see where you at. Derek, well, I've seen that. On Coldwater Riverside, there is a gang of pretty Armenian girls protesting. Go support. They're out there. That's what's up. It doesn't matter happen. I live on the east side. Derek McRory, he pressed them about claiming West Side. I don't know, me or who. So, it really is what it is, man. I don't live in the past. If I lived in the past, I'd be gangbanging, man. If I lived in the past, it'd be the same thing, brother. But we especially in LA is unique to all over the country, man. There is no place like Los Angeles, man. Just like there's no place like New York, no place like Miami. Right now we're talking about Los Angeles, man. There is no place like that, man. And it's because all of us, like I said, we're that pot that's cooking and bringing different flavors. But when one of those flavors believes they're better than everybody else, you lose the magic, homie. That's happened before in every band, every group right now. And it's a sad thing, man. Big West Side, the Corpsman is the past. The Corpsman happened about 2 months ago. Come on, homeboy. Are you on that thing? You're talking about 2 months and 20 years, carnal. All right? 2 months and 20 years. Is it really? Come on, Playboy. Grow up, homeboy. In this country. Okay, Kareem. Man, Kareem, you bring some good ones, homeboy. Why do all lives matter? Since when in this country did all lives matter? Black and brown lives never matter in this country. Yes. But the thing is that you don't hear brown lives matter. That's why I say all lives matter, homie. I had the same little conversation with Alex Alonso when he said, Black lives matter because in this country, only what do you say? We've never mattered. Nobody else does not matter. I said, wait a minute, Alonso. What about us? Homie? What about us? Oh, we'll get to you. Nah, he didn't say that. But I'm saying, in general, when I hear it like that, Kareem, yeah, I'm down with that. If it would have been like, brown and black lives matter. I'm down with that, but we are the biggest minority group in America, but we get dismissed, homie. And that's why I think a lot of people got kind of turned off on that, brother. But I get what you're saying. What's up, primo? How we doing, brother? Let's talk about the Lakers. I haven't watched the Lakers, man. This is gonna be the first game I'm gonna watch. I've been protesting the Lakers and football, brother. Football, they're not really having too much stuff, but I've been protesting. But I'll be there. I'm gonna watch it. About another 20 minutes. We'll be watching the Laker game. Nothing major. Let's have the structure. Have a Southern Hispanic. We have to. It's the past, guys. Everything's the past, homeboy. The largest group of. Okay, hold on. Abu Antar. Let's see. Give me a second here, buddy. The largest group of poor people suffering from addiction, joblessness, poverty, illness, and suicide is whites. Then natives. Nobody gives a fuck about poor whites. The largest, I believe, because of the largest population, but it's probably if you break it down to percentage-wise, to their percentage, I don't think it is, but they are. But drugs itself, they're destroying America, brother. I've said this time and time again. The biggest problem, aside from wealth inequality, is drugs, man. Around here where I live, There's tents popping up every day. Almost like ping, ping. If there was a little app that showed a tent, you would just see tent, 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 because they're all doped out. People aren't there right now. I would relate United States addiction to methamphetamine, like I think happened in the early 1900s or maybe 1800s to the Chinese with opium. When I think it was the Brits, Great Britain went out there and pretty much got them hooked on dope, man, to destroy their country. That's what's going on here, but we're doing it to ourselves, man. It's a damn shame, man. We're not. Yep, Americans make it seem like we're not here sometimes, but I understand why they say black. No, I understand, brother. As a saying, as from one person of black, of course they do, brother. Of course they do. But when you start pushing it so much, where you turn into like a supremacy thing, where wait your turn. Oh well, no. Brown, black, all lives matter. Yeah, white lives matter much more than brown or black, and that's why when some people say, no, when the Republicans say America, they mean all of us. Maybe in the last 10 years, man. Last 20, 30 years. If you're an older Latino or an older black man, oh man, you know how racist this country really, really was. You know how racist those old white son of bitches are, brother. And when people sit there and think now just because we're here and now that we're on the same boat, we're on the same playing field, nah, brother. They have been, when I say they, I say wealthy, rich white people have been ahead of the game in power for so many years, have been sending their kids to colleges for so many years, have invested in their kids' future, have set down the groundwork while we were either enslaved, taken over, taking our country, while we were just being victimized by them. And all of a sudden, the last 20 years, oh, we're equal. That's it. Everything's good. We're not equal, brother. We got a lot of catching up to do, but while we're fighting one another, we're not going to catch up, man. Like I said, we need to sit there. Some people are, and this is both brown and black, are in the plateau and they think we hit the promised land already, brother. That's it. Oh, man, we got a long, long way to go, brother. What I'm doing is I'm saying stop praising yourself for how much you've done and how great you are. Keep walking. Keep walking, homie. This ain't the promised land, man. This is barely one plateau. We got a long way to go. And when I say a long way to go, maybe 40, 50 years, man. I won't be here. I won't be here to see it. I hopefully will be a part of it where it actually gets it going. But we've got a long way to go to hit that mountaintop, brother. And people think that we've hit it already. Nah, brother. This is chump change, brother. This is chump change. While the rich are getting richer, homie, the billionaires could give each one of us $1 million, and at the end of the day, they'll laugh. That's chump change, homie. Of what we can really do, man. I got the Rams, carnal. Come on, I got the Rams, homie. They don't want us to see us unite, homie. Oh, Gil, what's your view on the Mexican cartel's effect in the United States? I think, well, no, I don't think. I know that Mexico, pretty much their politics is ran by the cartels, brother. It is. It's a place that's pretty much a narco state, but people think that the whole country is like that. And no, it's not. You got many, many places in Mexico that are beautiful, great, aren't seeing all that violence. But it's something that the drug addiction that's going on here in the United States is fueling. And the way you stop that is you have a strong border, brother. I've never been somebody to say open borders. You need to have a strong border, and you need to sit there and stop the flow of drugs. But in the United States, there's always been a war on drugs to bust people, to make kingpins. But if they really wanted to stop them drugs, they could, brother. If right now, I said this before, if right now President Trump administration gets a phone call, say, hey, there's a dirty bomb that's coming through one of the border states. It's a dirty bomb that killed millions of people. Guess what? Drugs are stopping. Drugs are not going through the border, brother. They will shut that border down like you would not believe. But they don't want to shut the border down because they're afraid. That could be a conspiracy you want to talk about. They're afraid of what's going to happen when the drug fiends don't have their dope. They got to keep us medicated, brother. And drugs are a part of that. But the only way we can stop the cartels, you're not going to sit there and keep busting them because those people don't have money. That's what they do. It would be like all of a sudden saying, hey, Anheuser-Busch, you can't sell alcohol. You think those white boys are going to stop selling alcohol? You think Jack Daniels would shut their plant down if tomorrow the American government said, "All right, guys, no more alcohol"? No, man, they're gonna start bootlegging, homie. All of a sudden, they're gonna be dope dealers. But the thing is, the white man can be a dope dealer all day long, brother. If the white man invented cocaine, I guarantee you can go to the liquor store and say, give me an 8 ball. If the white man invented, and if that cocaine was here in America, but it's not. Alcohol, it's alcohol. They sell it because they make billions and billions of dollars of it. And until we, as communities, get off the dope, it's going to keep on coming, brother. If tomorrow the tables are turned and the yard was yours, do you really think there would be any difference between discrimination, corruption? You're saying if the color of power changed, so would the BS. If I was governor, I think so. I think you could make it more of an equal playing ground and stop playing so much politics. Because right now, on both sides, Daniel, it's politics, brother. Is there? Let's do one real quick, Daniel. Immigration. You ask somebody on the left, they'll say the right doesn't want immigration. The right will say you want open borders. People on the left say there is no immigration. This is our land. No, man, there is immigration. Close the border. Give people in the United States an opportunity to prove that they belong to stay here. If you can prove you've been here 10 years or older, you get a quick thing that says, all right, you're now in the books, right? And in these books, for anybody who's illegal, who can prove they've been working, and tell me if you agree or disagree on this. And both sides, right or left. If you can, for 5 years, 10 years, whatever is negotiated, stay clean, not get arrested, not get a DUI, not beat up your old lady, not pay child support, all that stuff, stay clean, you'll get your green card. After that green card, you're staying here for another 5, 10 years, whatever is negotiated. You have the opportunity to get your citizenship. That's one band. The other side is anybody who breaks the law, felony, robbery, murder, you're deported, brother. Slang dope, you're deported. I'm giving you the opportunity right here and now to be able to become a citizen and stay in this country. You just got to stop breaking the law. That's not too complicated. But what happens is you get these politicians and they don't want to talk about that. Like I said, there's more money in division because once all these problems start getting solved, you're going to realize I don't really need these politicians. And that's okay. But they want to keep that job going on, brother. So the thing is, there is always a beautiful middle ground. But a lot of these people don't want to find it, brother. Because there is no money in peace. There is always money in war, brother. Or at least that's my take on it. Abuanta, you're a good man, Gil. We need more honest men like you. Thank you, my man. The prison industrial complex relies on the war on drugs to fill. Yes, brother, yes. They rely on the war on drugs. They rely on us to kill each other. They rely on us to sell dope to each other. They rely on a lot of stuff, and we keep feeding the beast, homie. They say it's a prejudice thing, and I'm sure it was, and it all is the prison system. But we continue to feed that beast, homie. We continue to break that law because we need to break that cycle and make sure these young men and women don't grow up to be bangers, dope dealers. Listen, I love rap music, brother. I love rap music, brother. It's banged out. I listen to it. It makes me feel a certain way. But I know when to disconnect from it, whereas people believe that's how it is. They see these guys with the money, and most of these guys, that's their rent money. That ain't even their money, homie. A lot of these rap guys, that ain't even their money. That's their fucking rent money, homie. They're living a certain persona because they want to actually go to that persona. Because once you're a real rapper and all that, you're not slanging dope no more. What you want? All these guys, they move out of the hood, homie. And the ones that don't, unfortunately, sometimes get killed. Man, that fucking sucks. That's what it is, homie. Yeah, Robert. Go to the liquor store, homie. Let me get a ball, homie. I'm saying Raza in general, not you or general both. Man, good character and values, regular color. We would stand for equality, or would we? Listen, eventually, what do they say? Something like all power corrupts or something. No, but I think I really think that we need, regardless of what we make, we need some type of representation. All right. And I'm not saying it all got to be 49%, but people are always talking about, and even white liberals. Inclusion, yeah, we need more color, we need this. But when those white liberals are talking about that, they're not talking about brown people. That's the truth. I'm sorry people say, oh, see, it's the truth. When you hear people talk about inclusion and color, they're not talking about brown people, brother. And that's the truth. We're 40, dude, if this was 49% brothers, come on, the brothers, and that's the thing about the brothers. They got political power because they stand up and they make noise. Some people say, "Oh, you're whining, you're crying." Some are, but the majority, brother, they're putting in that work, man. They have been putting in that work since the '60s, since the '70s. We were there, but we just kind of swayed away, homeboy, and we got complacent with working. But what we have going for us is we're the hardest working people in the world, brother. We are a growing middle class. We are such a buying power. We are a beast, homie. We just need to wake up, man. We are a beast. We just need to wake up, homie. All right, Brother Supreme. Going back to Armenian, Azerbaijan. That's what conflict. Azerbaijan claimed the reason the territory the armies are holding is predominantly Armenians because of ethnic cleansing conducted against the Azeris. That may be true, whatever they're claiming, but they made peace in early '91. So if that was the case, they should have kept fighting. All of a sudden, 2020, 30, almost 30 years later, they want to start fighting? I don't know, homeboy. That's a little bit too late for me. That was originally theirs. Personally, I have mixed feelings. However, it's right that people see the other side of the coin. There you go, brother. All right, Daniel. I agree there's always money in war, but war is not colorblind either. We just happen to be the biggest dog on the block. If we're not, yeah, war is not, it's not colorblind. It's wealth blind. Who goes to war, brother? Who goes to war? Donald Trump was a dodger, draft dodger. Bush, draft dodger. Bill Clinton, draft dodger. Most of the presidents are draft dodgers, and most of the people that run for president who actually went to war, they always get discredited, brother. That's the sad part, man. Most of the people that would send other people to war, they send poor people to war, homeboy. Rich people don't go to war. All right? Rich people do not go to war. Rich people make sure their kids do not go to war, brother. If their kids were meant to go to war, if they were going to war, there would be much less wars in this country and every other country, brother. Rich people in the United States do not send their kids to war. They send poor people to war. And when I say poor people, I mean of all colors, brother. And it's been like that since the beginning of time, carnal. Armenia's been 1,000 years before Azeris. There you go. Tony Santiago, my kid's turning 5 today. Happy birthday to your kid, Tony. Saved my life. Probably would have been one of those fools in the tents. Have a good one, homie. Thanks. Appreciate you. What time is it? When was ready to watch the game, homeboy? White people always supported black people so long as they keep brown people down. In exchange, they can have fame, certain characters of the culture. I don't know if that's the case, but I mean, they just the white liberal people, they don't care about us, brother. I mean, the brothers, they're just trying to get ahead. I get it, homie. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely, that's the one, homie. I agree 100%. You need representation. I hear your voice there and applaud your work and stand with you in support of the voice of the white man. Oh, you're a white man, Daniel. Okay, all right. No, that's what you are, brother. Shout out to you, my man. Let's see. I respect this platform a lot. If it wasn't for Alex Alonso's platform, I wouldn't have discovered you. Good shit, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you too, my man. Why do they always send the poor? Why do they always send the poor? Because the poor are the ones who enlist in the army. The poor are the ones who a lot of times don't have much going on in some of their communities, so they go in there, do it, or their families go in there, and they sell you this bag of tricks and lies that you're doing it for your country. But a lot of times you're just doing it for a white man, brother, and that's how it is, man. War fucks people heads up. My dad is crazy head now. Yep. All right, my people. I am about to go and watch the game with my wife. Go Lakers. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend, man. It's Friday. We're lucky to be alive, brother. We're living. People think these are crazy, horrible times, but nah. To be a minority in today's day and age is so much better than 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, brother. Don't get caught up into the nonsense that it's a horrible world, that we're hating each other, that we don't like one another. Nah, brother. This is the most peace that we have had with one another as people, whether brown, black, white. And as long as we keep pushing the narrative that we can get ahead together, speaking about certain things instead of just disrespecting one another and calling each other stupid ass names. That's what little kids do, brother. We're gonna get ahead, players. So other than that, carnalitos, it is basketball time, brother. So let me sit here.